Hello dear students, how are you all? So I TAUSIF welcome you once again on this wonderful platform which is exam board, and today we are going to study Parajumbles, its types and concepts. This class is going to be very helpful class for you because Parajumble is a very important part of any competitive exam, whether it is SSC or banking. And if we talk about SSC in CGL, CHSL, CPO, Tier 1, Tier 2, every examination has this question which is Parajumble. So Parajumble is really a very important part of your question paper. So to master the tricks, to master the concept of Parajumble is very necessary if you want to score well, because Parajumbles are considered the most scoring section, because if once you learn the trick how to solve a Parajumble, it becomes very easy and also very scoring. If we talk about CGL Tier 1, there are two questions of Parajumble which may give you 4 marks, and in Tier 2 there are around 15 to 20 questions which will give you 20 marks, because there is 1 mark per question in Tier 2. So Parajumble is a very important thing and that you should focus on because it will give you a good score in examination. So in today's class we will see its types and concepts. How many types of Parajumbles are asked in SSC examinations, and what is the concept behind them, what are the tricks to solve them. Okay, so let's start. Okay, so the very first thing, there are two types. There are two types of questions that can be asked under jumbled category. Okay, there are two types of question that can be asked under jumbled category. So under jumbled category, there are two types of questions that can be asked. One is jumbled sentence, and second one is jumbled paragraph. Okay, commonly it is known as parajumble, but actually it can be parajumble or it can be sentence jumble too. So what is the difference between parajumble and sentence jumble? Many students do not understand that there are two types of jumble section. One is parajumble and one is sentence jumble. So what is the difference between them? The difference, jumbled sentence. If we talk about jumbled sentence, this has a sentence which after being broken into 4 parts is jumbled. So jumbled sentence is actually a single sentence. It may be a single clause sentence, it may be a double clause sentence, it may be a 3 clause sentence, but it is a sentence, not a paragraph. Right? It is just a sentence which after being broken in 4 parts is jumbled. So in sentence jumble, what is there? A sentence is there which has been broken into 4 parts and then it has been jumbled. Jumbled means its order has been changed. Like the mid part will be put the first, the end part will be put in the middle, and you will have to arrange all these parts of a sentence. So jumbled sentence is actually a sentence. Okay, and what is jumbled paragraph? This has a small paragraph of 2 to 3 lines which is jumbled. So in jumbled paragraph, there is small paragraph which consists of 2 to 3 sentences. Okay, so a jumbled paragraph is a small paragraph consists of 2 to 3 sentences where all the sentences have been jumbled and you have to arrange them in a meaningful order. And in jumbled sentence, there is a sentence which has been broken into 3 to 4 parts and then all the parts has been jumbled and you have to arrange them in a meaningful way. Okay? So this is the basic difference. So popularly we call it parajumble, but it can be parajumble as well as sentence jumble. Okay? In exams like CHSL, MTS, sentence jumble is most commonly asked. But if we talk about SSC CGL Tier 1 and specifically Tier 2, Parajumble has been asked. Okay. Now, here is example. Here is example. See, in the example you can see there are 4 parts: A, B, C and D. There are 4 parts, and this is not a paragraph. This is a sentence. Explained angrily, the bricklayer leaving the site, his reason for. So this is not a paragraph, this is just a sentence which has been broken into 4 parts and then jumbled. Now we have to arrange this sentence in a meaningful order. And if you see here, she arrived where Gerard's branch started, his heart stood still, the bear was mounting steadily uphill, but then he thanked God. So this is a paragraph. Though a small one, but it is a paragraph. So jumbled section can have 2 types of question. One is jumbled sentence and second one is jumbled paragraph. So both have different tricks to solve. See, one thing I would like you to know, that if I give you a jumbled sentence or a jumbled paragraph and allow you to arrange them in 10 minutes, none of you would fail to do it. Why? Because 10 minutes is enough time to arrange a sentence. Every one of us are very well aware of the structure, the grammar structure, English grammar structure. So if I give you one question with 10 minutes time, you all will be able to solve it. But the problem arises when you have to solve a question in just 10 to 15 seconds. Because that much time is given to us during examination. In SSC Tier 2, we have to solve 200 questions in 120 minutes. That means for each question we have just 35 to 36 seconds. So the problem is not there in solving these questions. The real problem is solving these questions within seconds. You just have to look at them and answer should be there. If you are so fast that you can solve these questions just by looking at them once, then only you can score well. Okay? So in today's class, we'll discuss how to solve them. We practice. And Parajumble is more about practice rather than learning tricks. Okay? Parajumbles or sentence jumble is all about practice rather than tricks and learning the concept. But for the beginners, we need to learn the tricks, we need to understand the concept. But once you get familiar, you won't need any trick, you won't need any concept. You will practice. When you will practice again and again, it will automatically, set in your mind that which part should come first and which part should come later. Right? So, now the first thing that I would like to tell you is how to solve a jumbled sentence. So here, first we are talking about jumbled sentence. How to solve jumbled sentence? Jumbled sentence is the question where only one sentence is there. It is not a set of sentence which is called a paragraph. It is just a single sentence that has been broken into 3-4 parts and you have to arrange it in a meaningful order. Right? So how to solve jumbled sentence? See, arranging a jumbled sentence is not a big deal. Actually, it is not a big deal. Anyone with plenty of time can solve it effectively. But what is big deal? But arranging it within second is not that easy too. So before starting parajumbles or sentence jumbles, you must know that solving sentence jumble is not a big deal. Many of you may think that, oh, it's an easy task, I can do it, why should I attend this class, why should I practice, why should I waste my time watching this class, I can solve this parajumble very fast. Yes, definitely you can. Definitely you can solve parajumbles or sentence jumbles very easily. But the problem arises when you have to solve these questions within seconds. That's the big deal. Okay? So arranging a jumbled sentence is not a big deal. But arranging it within seconds is not that easy too. It might be confusing and you might miss it. Okay? So this is the thing that you have to keep in mind. That solving a sentence jumble is not a big deal, but it might be confusing as you have to solve it within seconds. So, what to do? What should we do so that we may not miss solving any sentence jumble or parajumble? Let's see. The very first thing is understand the position of nouns, adjective and adverbs. Okay? Understand the position of nouns, adjectives and adverbs. This can be a very important trick while solving a sentence jumble, because these are the sentences that may help you understand the real structure of a sentence. Okay? So, could you please give me a second? Could you please just give me a second? Okay, so understand the position of nouns, adjectives and adverbs. See, adverbs, if we talk about position of adverbs. Position of adverbs. So what are the positions of adverbs? If you know the position of adverbs, it will become very easy for you to arrange a sentence. So there are multiple position of adverbs. There are multiple position of adverb. One, an adverb of manner is placed after transitive verb plus object. Okay, an adverb of manner is placed after transitive verb plus object. In some cases, adverb of manner can also be placed before intransitive verb. Okay, before intransitive verb. And in some cases, it can be placed in adverb of manner can be placed before transitive verb and object. This condition comes only when you have to emphasize. Adverbs. Okay, so these are the three possible positions of adverb of manner. Now, what is adverb of manner? The way of doing something. So adverb of manner is actually the way of doing something. Okay, adverb of manner is a word that tells you the way of doing something. Like I opened the box I opened the box quickly. So quickly was the way I opened the box. Okay. I was riding very fast. So fast is the way of riding. Okay, so adverb of manner is the way we do something. So these are the three possible positions of adverb of manner. Okay. Besides this, adverb of frequency is the word that tells you how frequent a work is done. For example, I take class every day. So the frequency of my taking the class is daily. So here the word every day or daily is adverb frequency. I often visit my friends. So the frequency of my visiting my friends is often. So often is the adverb of frequency. So adverb of frequency is placed before the main verb. Okay, adverb of frequency is placed before the main verb. And in some cases, adverb of frequency may come in the beginning of a sentence, after which you have to write helping verb plus subject. Okay, so if adverb frequency is in the beginning of a sentence, it has to be followed by helping verb plus subject. So these two adverbs have a very important role in arranging a jumbled sentence because these words are often there in your jumbled sentence. And if you know the position of these two words, adverb frequency and adverb manner, it will become very easy. Now if we talk about adjective, position of adjective. So adjective always comes before noun or after be verb. Okay, if there is any adjective in a sentence, it has to be before noun, or if noun is not there, it has to be after be verb. Be verb is, am, are, was, were, be, been, being. All these forms are be verbs. Is, am, are, was, were, be, been, being. So if there is an adjective in a sentence, it has to be before noun, and if noun is not there, it has to be after be verb. Okay, so understand the position of adjective. Okay, so with the help of adjective and adverb, you can figure out which part should come first. Okay, now meaning and uses of conjunction. Meaning and uses of conjunction, like and shows, similar ideas, but, although shows, contradiction, or shows, alternatives. So with the help of these conjunctions also, you can easily figure out that how to arrange the jumbled sentence. You must know the meaning of these conjunctions, that and is for similar ideas. I was busy and I did not meet you. I was busy but I did not meet you. So both the ideas are similar. If I am busy, it is very obvious that I would not meet anyone. If I am busy, I would not meet anyone. This is obvious. So and comes when there is no contradiction. I was busy but I met you. I was busy but I met you. So there is a contradiction. If I am busy, I should not meet anyone. But I was busy but still I met you. So add is still also here. Okay, contradiction. And or shows alternative. I would call you or visit you someday. So there is an alternative. I would visit or call. I'll do either of the thing. Okay, so these conjunction can also help you in solving parajumbles, right? Now let's see some examples. So at the count of 3 you have to start solving both the sentences, then I'll tell you the answer. You have just 45 seconds to solve both the questions and your time starts now. You have just 45 seconds to solve both the sentences. I want all your answers, both the answers. This is question number 1 and this is question number 2. Okay, now 45 seconds and you have to tell me the answer of both the sentences. Just 45 seconds. You have just 45 seconds. Come on. See, if we solve this, a sentence never starts with a verb. So this cannot be the first sentence. Okay. So any option which has A as the first sentence cannot be the answer. Then make pairs. Okay. If you consider this the first sentence, so this is subject. And after subject you need a verb. After subject you need a verb. So where is the verb? So A sentence has the verb. If you consider this as the subject, it needs a verb. And where is that verb? Here is the verb. So B and A makes a meaningful pair. B and A makes the meaningful pair. So where is B and A? In this sentence, AB is there. What we have to see? BA. But here AB is there. Here BA is there. Okay, and here BA is there. So we need a subject in the starting of a sentence. So B is in the starting. Here so the answer would be 1. Answer would be 1. BA DC. The bricklayer explained angrily his reason for leaving the site. Now one more thing you can do is a preposition is always followed by ing form of verb. See, if your grammar concepts are clear, you can easily solve these questions. Okay. So a very basic rule of grammar is a preposition is always followed by ing form of verb. A preposition is always followed by ing form of verb. So as we can see, D sentence has for. D sentence has for. And the sentence which will be placed after D, must have ing form of verb. Because for is a preposition which will be followed by ing form. So any sentence which has to be placed after D must have a preposition, must have a ing form. So which sentence has ing? Only C sentence. So it is clear that after D you have to put C. D and C makes a meaningful pair. So in the third sentence D and C are not there. So the correct answer is 1, because in this sentence B and A makes pair and D and C together make pair. Okay. Now question number 2. Question number 2. Which had no issue, I found a form, components of which they. Now make pairs. How to make pairs? In the D sentence we have they, and they is a subject. They is a subject. any sentence which has to be placed after D must have a verb. Must have a verb. So which sentence has a verb? I, again subject. So D and C. D and C do not make a pair. Okay. And A sentence has which. So D and A also do not make pair. B has had, which is a verb, and after subject we need a verb. So D and B make a pair. Okay, just simple grammar rule. They is a subject which should be followed by verb. So any sentence which has to be placed after D must have a verb. There is no verb in A, there is no verb in C. So after D only B can be placed. So D and B make a meaningful pair. So now check the options. Is there DB in this sentence? In this option? No. Is there DB in this option? No. Is there DB in this option? No. Only one sentence is there which has DB in its arrangement. So the correct answer would be CADB. So just by making pairs of two sentences, you can answer the question easily. Okay? Any doubt? Any problem? Let's see two more sentences. Let's see two more sentences. This is question number 3 and this is question number 4. Now solve them. The most suitable material because that is it of wood we made. Okay, solve them. Pallab Mandal 3. Okay. See, the most suitable material. This is a noun and it can be the subject, and we, this can be the subject. So both can be considered the subject. But if you see A, it is only in option 2 and A is followed by C. So if you make pair A and C, after noun, you cannot put a pronoun. Okay, it is a pronoun. So after noun, that is subject, we need a verb or helping verb. After subject, what we need? A verb or helping verb. But if you make pair of A and C, after noun we have a pronoun, which is not possible. So A and C is not a meaningful pair. So option 2 cannot be the answer because here A and C have been paired. Now B, a sentence can never start with a conjunction. So option 4 has also been eliminated. Now we have two options, C, A and D, C. So a pronoun is never followed by, a subject is never followed by of. So C cannot be the first sentence, eliminated. So the correct answer is 3. The correct answer is 3. Right? So this is just the matter of practice. Practice as many questions as you can and you will automatically master the parajumbles and sentence jumbles. I hope that you won't mind my speech, like I am mumbling today because I am very, I cannot concentrate. I have some serious health issues and I am unable to concentrate 100%, and You may understand. Even I am unable to speak fluently. Okay, now solve the fourth question. Solve the fourth question. Fourth question. Get some peace, he left home, his parents could in order that. Make pairs. See, the very easy way to make pair, here you can see could. Now could is a helping verb. Could is a helping verb which should be followed by first form of verb. So any sentence which has to be placed after C must have a first form of verb, because could is a helping verb and it should be followed by first form of verb. So any sentence which has to be paired with C has to be a sentence starting with the first form of verb. So in B we have subject, in D we have in, and in A we have first form of verb. So C and A makes a pair. C and A make a pair. Okay, because C has could at the end and A has get in the starting, so C and A make a pair. Now see where C and A is there. C and B eliminate, here also eliminate. Okay, now here we have C and A, but in the option 3 D is the first sentence and no sentence can start with in, so eliminate it. The answer is 1. Okay, hope you got the point. Now next sentence, question number 5 and question number 6. Question number 5 and question number 6. Solve this. Question number 5 and question number 6. A sentence, coal as a fuel in place of wood during this period people were beginning to use. Solve this one. See, try to make pairs. In this sentence we have a verb to use, and if there is a verb we need an object. An object may be a subject or a noun or a pronoun. So any sentence that has to be placed after D must have a noun, an object. So after use you cannot write people. After use you cannot write during, because during is not an object. So D and C do not make pair. D and C do not make pair. Okay, and B has in. After use you cannot put in, so D and B also do not make pair. But in the sentence A we have an object, coal. So here we are talking about using coal. So D and A D and A make a meaningful pair. So now find out where is D and A. Here D and C eliminate. Here D and B eliminate. Okay. In option 1 and option 3 we have DA and DA. Now let's see which should be the first sentence. Which should be the first sentence? So B. This sentence has preposition in the beginning and a sentence cannot start with the preposition. That's why B cannot be the first sentence. So first sentence is C. So out of these two options, the correct answer is C, D, A, B. The correct answer is C, D, A, B. Now question number 6. Question number 6. Question number 6. Try to make pairs. See, in sentence C we have a subject and a subject needs a verb. A subject needs a verb. Make pair now. So only A sentence has verb. That means C and A make pair. C and A make pair because C has a subject in the end and A has try in the beginning, verb in the beginning. So C and A make pair. So where is C and A? Here C and B. Now this can be the confusing one. All three sentences has the pair C and A. Now read the manual carefully. I just told you that adverb of manner has to be put after transitive verb plus object. Okay, so this is adverb of manner. Carefully. When we do something carefully, it is the way of doing it. So carefully is the adverb of manner which has to be put after transitive verb plus object. Means before carefully we need transitive verb plus object. So this can be the transitive verb, read, and this is object. And after transitive verb plus object we can put carefully. So D and B also make a meaningful pair. So where is D and B? In this sentence we do not have D and B paired. In this sentence also we do not have D and B paired. Only one sentence is there which has D and B paired. So the option 4 is the correct answer. So carefully, as I told you earlier, that adverbs, adjectives can give you the correct answer. They may lead you to the correct arrangement. Okay? Now, question number 7 and question number 8. Take the screenshot of this slide. This is your homework. This is your homework. Solve these two questions, question number 7 and question number 8, and answer me in the comment section. Okay, take the screenshot of these two questions, 7 and 8. Okay, I'm off screen. Take the screenshot of these two questions and answer me in the comment section what should be the correct arrangement. Okay, I'll check and I'll let you know. And tomorrow we'll start from these two questions only. Okay, first I'll explain these two questions and I want to see how many of you give the correct answer. And at least how many of you try to answer. Whether your answer is wrong or right, it doesn't matter. The only thing is how many of you are trying and going to comment section and answer the questions. Okay, so this much for today. We'll see you. We'll meet tomorrow. I'll see you tomorrow. Okay, till then, goodbye.